The question we all need to ask ourselves right now is Rudy Giuliani gonna be okay? We can only hope. Welcome to Escaping the Echo Chamber. If you haven't seen it, Rudolph Giuliani, the former mayor of New York City, former U.S. Attorney in New York, former Republican presidential candidate, former attorney, former right hand of Donald Trump, was brutally and viciously attacked. The horror, the absolute horror. If you heard about the news, you may think that this was a brutal, vicious crime. And that's what they said. That's the message and information that was originally delivered. And then the video came out. And then, see, even before the video came out, I have to say something. They said he was slapped. When they said he was slapped, I was like, oh, wow, they slapped him. Somebody slapped him across the face. I'm like, okay, like people don't like him. People was mad about January 6th, about Roe v. Wade. Somebody went upside his head. And then they said, no, he slapped him in the back. And I'm like, the person slapped on the back? So whoever did this is horribly uncoordinated? It's like so horribly uncoordinated that they swung for his face, missed his face, and hit his back. That's why I was just assuming had to have happened. Like they were aiming for his face, and they're just so out of, just so uncoordinated, so have such bad aim, so little ability to fight that they swung at his face and wound up hitting him on the back. That's what had to have happened. Except that's not what happened. When they said he got slapped on the back, they meant he got patted on the back. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to tell you that the person was patting him on saying, hey, love the job you're doing. It seems they did that in that tone, but with different words. So instead of, hey, you're doing a great job, it was, hey, you're a scumbag. That's what it was. Just the other day, I saw somebody speaking to another former mayor, de Blasio, another scumbag, and they had their selfie camera out. Said, hey, Bill, can I get a picture? And he comes to pose with them, and they go, say hello to the biggest scumbag in New York City. And then he realizes he's getting trolled. But that's what they tend to do when you have people like a Bill de Blasio, like a Rudolph Giuliani, who've just screwed so much stuff up as just horrible mayors of New York City, and then, try to catapult themselves from the mess they made of the city into national politics and in attempts to become president of the United States. Fortunately for all of us, they both failed. But I watched the video. It's absurd. Okay, because now you say, okay, but wait a minute, he touched him. He's put his hands on him, and that's assault. Let's say this. Before we look at the definition of assault in New York State, take note of something. Right after this guy pats him on the back and says what he says, what happens right after that? That woman standing next to him does the exact same thing. If that was assault, if the dude that's been charged, because this guy has been charged, the ShopRite employee has been charged with assault. If he committed assault, so did she. Because right after he slaps him on the back, she does the same thing. Okay, let's stop the nonsense. But the fact is, I think he was originally charged with first-degree assault because of what Giuliani told them. And Giuliani's trying to milk this for all it's worth. He is a true, absolute piece of shit. Just absolute deplorable piece of shit. He's an absolute scumbag. Nothing happened to him, so I can't even say couldn't have happened to a nice guy because nothing happened to him. Nothing. But he's making up this story like, oh, I'm traumatized. Oh, if I wasn't in such good shape. You're in horrible shape. You look like a troll. Shut the hell up. Like, seriously. But he's trying to amp this up as if he was brutally attacked, as if he's traumatized, and he's just a piece of garbage. He's just an absolute scumbag who's trying to amp up and get sympathy. He's playing the victim card. When in reality, somebody pat on him back, said some mean things to him, said some nasty things to him. Like, get over yourself. You're a piece of shit. You should be used to it by now. I'd seen they had downgraded the charges to second degree and now to third degree felony. To third degree assault, because it's no longer a felony charge. Now it's a misdemeanor. But let me give you the definition of a third degree assault. Assault in the third degree. With intent to cause physical injury to another person, he causes such injury to that person or a third person. Or he recklessly causes physical injury to another person. With criminal negligence, he causes physical injury to another person by means of a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. These are the definitions of third degree assault. I said there's no need to even talk about what second degree is, because that's the definition of third degree. This does not meet third degree assault. This is Rudolph Giuliani being an absolute piece of garbage, being a walking. If you haven't caught it, I'm not a fan of Giuliani, and it's more than about him being mayor of New York City. It's very, very personal. But yeah, I hate him. And he's being the scumbag that he is. He's trying to build this into something it's not. And I can't wait till tomorrow when they probably wind up saying, you know what, we're just dismissing all these charges because it wasn't even a crime. It wasn't even a crime. He said something nasty to you, slapped you on the back, patted you on the back with the, hey, scumbag. That's it. Get over yourself. You're a scumbag. You should be used to it. As always, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to me already. But if you disagree with me, and if you think Rudolph Giuliani is an American hero, give me a thumbs down and tell me why in the comment section you have the most horrible taste in politicians. I'll see you next time.